are you doing today, bud?
Pretty good. How about yourself, Brennen?
I'm not doing too bad.
Excellent.
What are you drinking there?
Plus, a large double-double.
That's great, man. I love large double doubles. I mean, if a girl came up to me and offered me like a large double double in one hand and cinnamon bun in the other hand, I'd say, "What's on the curler?" Because I'm gonna put it on your finger and marry you.
That's great. That's great. I love it. Yeah, the best.
Definitely a Christian.
Yeah, and just like he actually cares about
Yeah.
you and how you're doing, and he'll ask you.
Yeah, very considerate.
Yeah,
Um,
and just like being a gentleman.
yeah, yeah. Oh, chivalry. Yeah, like opens the door.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pulls out your chair.
yeah. Oh, that's cute. Yeah.
Basically when they're just really sweet, when they act like gentlemen, and when they pretend to care what you're talking about even if they have no idea what it is.
Yeah, I mean, stuff that I find like really attractive about girls that actually like that I'm drawn to them for like marital reasons would be like the number one thing that I look for in a girl is a girl that loves God.
Oh, definitely.
I mean, on like the list of attractiveness is like God on top, and then second of all, she loves the people around her.
Yeah.
And if I can see a girl that has love to give,
Yeah.
then it's like, oh my gosh, she's hot. But
And like gets
yeah.
along with people. Yeah. Like lots of people around her. Like
Yeah,
just like doesn't like I don't know. Doesn't freak out at people and just like
yeah,
has good attitude and stuff.
yeah. I know what you're saying. If she's always like sort of freaking out about little things,
Yeah.
even like I guess there's things that like girls are allowed to freak out about things. There are certain things that girls are allowed to freak out about. And I think that girls should stand up for themselves. But I think there's other things that they just take like too seriously.
Like their hair.
Yes, sometimes.
I like your hair. Nothing against it. But some girls take their hair way too far.
Some girls do take their hair way too far.
When they really treat you as though like you're really important to them, even if you're just a friend, if they respect you and they're just a gentleman, just nice language and keep to themselves. Hygiene.
Yeah.
Hygiene's good.
Yeah.
But like, you don't, but I think that goes with just being someone who's like courteous and holds himself high as just someone who's gonna be like well dressed or, looks good. So, yeah.
You know what grinds my gears? It's when girls make it really hard for guys.
Yeah.
And they're walking around in like mini skirts and like high boots and like
Lots of cleavage.
really low cut tops, like tube tops. Not my thing.
Not a big fan.
Yeah.
Definitely just
I mean,
more annoying than attractive.
yeah. I mean, okay. For sure given they are attractive. But
Yeah. It's not in the right way.
yeah, like when a guy walks into a room, the first thing that his eyes are drawn to, no matter like who's there, is cleavage.
Yeah.
Like bare skin, the guy's eyes go there instantly.
Oh, definitely.
So yeah, they attract a guy, but it's not the right kind of attention that you're looking for.
No.
And I mean, if I see a girl that's wearing like shirt to here, like skirt to here, then
There's a lot more there than what you want to see.
yeah, and of course I'm attracted there. But I mean, there's like a million other guys that see the same thing, and I mean like just like knowing that, it doesn't really make a girl like long term
Yeah.
attractive.
Yeah. And you don't appreciate them as a person.
No, when you look at a girl and she's bearing everything, I mean, you see her as an object.
Yeah.
That's not how I want to see a girl.
Probably when girls sort of hang off of guys, sort of it's all about the physical contact for them, or they flatter themselves in front of them. Well, at least I assume, sort of.
Obviously, the way girls dress is a huge influence on that. God created men and women differently, and I know women are more emotionally and relationally intuitive, and guys are very visually orientated. That's just how God made us. And so when we see, and God's designed us to be meant to be very attracted to the female body, which is a good thing, because within the confines of marriage, it's an incredibly beautiful thing. And I love being with my wife, and it's it's an incredibly intimate, sacred thing. But Satan wants to cheapen that, and so he tries to cheapen that. And when girls don't dress modestly and wear clothes that really cause guys to want to look at their physical bodies, that becomes a real stumbling block for guys, because the Bible says that if you even look at a woman lustfully, you've already committed adultery with her in your heart. And so that's a pretty serious thing. And so for guys, most guys, if they're honest, they'd say, if I want to live a pure life, please girls, dress modestly, and not the tight clothes or the low clothes or anything like that. And also, I think guys, they'll look at a girl that's maybe dressed immodestly, and they might be initially attracted, but that's not the kind of girl they want to marry. They don't want to marry someone who's flaunting her body in front of various guys, because they know that because when they get married, they don't want a wife that's going around flaunting her body to other men. They want it to be a sacred, holy union, and very much exclusive, just the two of them. And so, I think it kind of backfires on girls, because if they attract a guy just by their physical looks and their body, then they're going to be attracting a guy for the wrong reason. And if they do end up getting married, if the guy marries her for that reason, if he sees another girl walking the other way that looks better, he may be off with her. So it's really a lose-lose situation for both. So dress modestly would be my advice, and both sides win.
The way like girls dress,
Yeah, definitely.
and just like tight clothes, or like a lot of cleavage, just like short shorts.
Well, definitely in the shirt area,
Yeah.
though, I would say. Like, definitely, like, the low shirts, it's like, yeah, definitely.
It's harder that way. But like also just the overly flirty girls too, and just how they don't seem to care
Yeah.
how they treat the guy, they just want the attention.
Yeah, like, they seem so heartless, just like,
Yeah.
they're all over you one minute and then...
They're all over the next
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
It's just-
They just, like, move on in the circle. I think that's probably really hard. And, like, I don't know, almost offensive for some guys to be like, oh, she was just with me a second ago, but now she's over there.
It's just like I didn't mean anything to her really.
Yeah.
The girls sort of come up to you, and then, like, if a girl comes up to a guy and she's like, hey, how's it going? And it's like, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
But if she's like, hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
Hi.
Are you doing okay, Sag? Or rubbing a stomach?
Yeah.
But this is a big thing. I mean, it's like... yeah.
Yeah, I would way rather hey, how's it going than hey, how's it going?
Yeah, it's like the Pillsbury Doughboy. Yeah, the guy definitely feels it. It feels good, but it's like, whoa.
No, it just feels awkward. Don't
Yeah.
touch my stomach.
Back off. My stomach.
I would seriously,
Rubbing
I would
up
rather
stomach?
be like punched in the face than
Punched in the face?
than
Really?
yeah. Well, I don't know about from you, but
Oh. I find like sometimes like when we're chilling with girls, it's like things that like we'll do that'll like weird girls out.
mm,
If you know what I mean, sometimes like jokes that guys will crack.
yeah, they can definitely be taken the wrong way.
Yeah.
Or overanalyzed into the wrong way.
Yeah, I mean like it's sort of a given. Like some of the stuff that say like it kind of like starts like this, and then yeah,
Dad bombs, and it's funny to us, but maybe not to them.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I definitely know. Yeah.
I think probably the hardest thing is when guys make the sexual jokes all the time, and when they use a lot of the slang, I would imagine, so that girls would feel better about themselves if they turned themselves into sort of images that the guys could worship in a way.
But I've also heard girls say that like when a guy like doesn't have a belt that like works or really does anything at all.
Yeah.
And his pants are like down here.
Yeah.
And then you know like the walk that they do
Oh yeah.
to like keep him up.
Yeah, trying to keep the pants up. That's
Yeah.
yeah. I've heard that from several people,
Yeah.
several girls.
Probably just like how they treat me sometimes.
Yeah.
Like if they're overly flirty or just
like repeatedly touchy. Like what
Yeah,
you're saying,
yeah.
like you know, like if there's like the one time where they like give you a hug or something, or they
it's
tap
like-
you on the shoulder, but then
it's
it,
fine, but if it's
like repetitive and then it like becomes obvious, like oh, and
And,
it's like oh.
yeah, and
Yeah.
it gets awkward and it's just weird, but at the same time,
Or when they say something and they're trying to be all like mysterious and sexy or something like that, and then you're like, oh man, what did he mean by that? And we like analyze our thoughts completely, like, oh, what did he mean by this? What did he mean by this? I don't know. We're weird that way.
Girls tend to hyperanalyze everything, and that if you think she's pulling away from you, sometimes it's because she doesn't like you, but sometimes it's because she really doesn't know what to do.
Sometimes when I'm talking to a girl, I always feel like I have to like be like a like big guy, and it's like, oh, you gotta like put on this persona, and sometimes you just want to like just be yourself, but yeah, you know what I mean, like you gotta feel like you're somebody
Yeah.
more than what you are.
Yeah, I think some guys get the perceptions like when you go to hang out with a girl, it's like she's expecting a good time. So you don't normally like act normal.
Yeah.
It's like, oh girl, okay, I gotta go put on a show. I'm gonna go and jump over that tree or
Or
something
go
like
climb
that.
that tree, or
Yeah, or say ridiculous things that I normally wouldn't say.
yeah, for sure.
So I mean, it's really like comforting for guys to know that. Or it's comforting like when a guy can just be like normal around a girl, like he doesn't
Yeah.
have to like, put up a show or something like
Yeah.
that.
You just be yourself and just hang out with them.
Yeah.
It's nice.
I definitely wish that they would know how sensitive we are and how emotional we are and how much we just like overthink everything. Yeah.
and just like how a sentence can like make or break our self-esteem, and whether, and just like how much their opinion of us matters.
And I think we're really easily dehumanized. So like the littlest thing we can be like, oh, that was so offensive. They were being rude by that when they probably weren't, but we're just really sensitive about that sort of things.
I'd also like girls to know that guys are not all bad. Some girls get the perception that like all guys are liars, all guys cheat, all guys are pigs. One thing that bugs me about girls is girls gossip
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
And I mean like guys are guilty of this too sometimes. But girls will say like, oh, this guy did this, and then they'll like play it up and play it up. I mean like sometimes granted it's true. But other
Sometimes
times
they'll like play it up so much that then they turn us into the big pig liar people that we really aren't.
yeah. So yeah, that's sometimes hard to deal with.
So I just think, I don't know, a lot of the time guys really don't understand how hurtful the things they say are to girls, just even if it's just joking. Like, girls really take it a lot deeper than guys do usually, so.
You know what grinds my gears?
What's that?
When girls overanalyze things. See, when girls overanalyze things, like I mean, I'd be like, here, you want a donut? She'd be like, he wants to marry me,
Oh yes.
or something like that.
Or like when you like walk up to like walking into like a building or something like that, and you open
Yeah.
the door for them, and they're like walking in, he's flirting with me, or something like that. Like,
Yeah, I know. Yeah, sometimes like they pick up on like little things. It's just like it just goes overboard.
sometimes guys are just trying to be nice to girls, and girls don't realize it. And like I said before, like opening a door or something like that, and they don't clue in that we're just trying to be nice and helpful. And I don't know, it bugs me.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's what grinds my gears. Hey Corey, how are you doing today?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
Oh, I'm not doing too bad. What are you drinking there?
Oh, it's large double-double. Only the best. Only the best.
You know, I love large double doubles.
Yeah.
But you know what? Sometimes what grinds my gears is that, oh dear, there's a car coming. Let's see if we get like real. Let's see if we get like real. Are you filming?
So sometimes when I'm talking to a girl, I just totally forgot what I was going to say.
But I'm starting to run out of things to talk about. So, that's what grinds my gears.